Hi all, good morning for my another lecture on plate load test. Plate load test is a field load test which is conducted generally at sites for finding the bearing capacity and settlement of the soil. Generally, when we see that when we construct buildings, there's there's some soil improvement at some of the places, but after the improvement of the soil at the finished level, we need to check whether the soil bearing capacity has been achieved or not. Then we do this type of test. Generally, the plate in the plate load test, size of the plate will be one fifth of the size of the foundation, or you can even say that there will be a pit under which you need to put a plate and to exert force on that plate. The pit size shall be five times of the base plate size. There are two types of loadings which we can exert on the plate. One is a gravity loading method, another is thrust loading method. Gravity loading method, generally we have any sandbags for loading we can use, and another is thrust loading method, truss type of structure which we exert force to that structure, to the plate. And this is the arrangement for the plate load test at site. And when we come to the apparatus which will be used for our test or test plates, hydraulic jack and pump, and reaction beam or reaction truss, dial gauges, pressure gauge, loading columns, and necessary equipment for loading platform, tripod, plumb bob, spirit level, etc. for the leveling. So the main the main concept here is the food. There should be a relative equilibrium of the soil and the foundation for getting the proper results. And generally we have two types of sites. One is in the dry condition and another is in the waterlogged condition. For the dry conditions, we can use the same state of condition, but for checking the waterlogged conditions, what we need to do is if a place is not any water table is near to the ground surface, then we need to make one barrier of bricks by using the water, and we should keep water at least for 48 hours to keep that area of the soil to be soaked in water, and to generate the same conditions as will be prevailing in the future with the water. And regarding these bearing plates, you have a size of uh, 60 centimeter square or 75 centimeter square. Thickness of the plate generally 16 and this point we already discussed regarding the the size of the plate. This is the arrangement. Generally for the roads, we need to take the plate load test only on the surface, whereas for the footings we go up to the depth of the foundation, and the foundation level we will take that results. And this is the load transfer which is happening in the plate. Generally we put load four times of the designed load on the plate. And here you can see one table for the settlement, for studying the settlement for this kind of type of condition. Every 24 hours we should take the settlement value by using the gauges, and this condition till no settlement. And if we increase 50 percentage of the load, then again after every 48 hours till no settlement. If you consider 50% more load, then the increment of the settlement shall not be more than 60 percentage of 20 mm. So the maximum allowable settlement will be 20 mm. And these are the type of the soils and the results for the settlement curve. When you exert load on the plate and you read the settlement for different type of soils, you get different type of graphs here. And you can see here clearly that for type A and C, you don't have a particular clear point of failure, whereas for B and D, you have a clear point of failure. You can see here loose to medium cohesive-less soils. Curve A, B is cohesive soil. Curve C, partially cohesive soil. Curve D, dense cohesion less soil. This is one. One of the sample of the test which we take at the fields. And now for finding after finding the ultimate bearing capacity, in which we will read in the next slide how to get the ultimate bearing capacity. We get the safe bearing capacity by using the factor of safety, which depends on the site and the importance of the structure. And we use this formula as per Terzaghi and Peck for granular soils and for clay soils. This is an example which we have done here. For the different pressures, we got a settlement, and this is the width of the foundation 2 meters, width of the plate is 750 mm, and SBC here is ultimate bearing capacity by 2.5. From the graph we can get here. I'm here also giving the connection to the Excel sheet which you can download and use it for finding the settlement of the footing and taking these readings in the Excel sheet. By taking these readings, we get one tangent, the points which are connecting to the tangent intersection point. It will give you the ultimate bearing capacity. From that, you also get the settlement in the plate. By using the settlement in the plates, and you can find the settlement of footing. You can download formula from this Excel sheet. And now the last slide. What if happens if our plate load test fails? Now if plate load test fails, you have to repeat the same loading with reduced loads, and till the same procedure as we explained above shall be applied, and maximum number of 2 plates shall be used with different plate sizes. Test area shall be as large as possible. Thank you very much for watching the video.